Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we got a Maryland campaign event for you. The first map, Miller's Cornfield, followed up by our second map, which is Colquitt's Offense. Seeing an overview of both of those maps right now. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of all the events we cover with no commentary and UI. Our teams for today, on the Confederate side, you got the 12th Virginia, I Corps, Missouri State Guard, 8th Alabama, A&V Nose, Sussex Brigade, and the 2nd Wisconsin, whereas on the Union side you got Corn Brigade, 10th United States, 2 Corps, Jackson's Division, Iron Brigade, Mississippi Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, and the 5th New Hampshire. Our server size today, it's about 300 guys right now, pretty balanced overall. Artillery, it looks like Union has 9 guys on artillery, so about a 10-man infantry in balance in favor of the Confederacy. So Union's played a bit of an aggressive start to this match already. I mean, this is just straight up combat that you're seeing. You got 12th Virginia, the 59th engaged. We got Red and his frontline reporter view. Appreciate his view. Rest in peace, Red. And on the contrary, on the Union side today, we got Corded from the 6th Louisiana. You know him and you love him. He is alive and well in the corn. So that is our frontline reporters today, and very appreciative of both of them for wanting to do that. It's always nice to see an on-the-ground perspective compared to what we normally always see, which is stuff in the sky. So, Confederate attacking back map, very biased towards the Confederacy. Union's playing a very aggressive approach to this. Looks like you got PA and some Iron Brigade guys. I see Ninja, or I see Star from 5th VA. It looks like you got 2 Corps held up here, which is where we have Corded working on his settings. Gotta love that. And then 10th US, I see Corn Brigade there, but Corn Brigade's really starting to engage here with Sussy. I see the twin banners, 5th NC. Doug dying so badly. And on it, Union's putting up a good fight. They're up on tickets right now, which is something you don't see too often on Miller's Cornfield. And looks like, though, Confederates are starting to gain some ground. JD and 2 Corps here. Up close and personal here with the 12th VA, the 59th, getting on their side right now. TMB here as well. Yeah, you got 6LA formed up here. So you do have some CSA starting to flank around the far side. It's the A&V Nose. They're flanking around the far side here. So 12th VA looks like they're going to charge in here. Remember, no Steam chat in this event. So everything has to be communicated and seen on the ground. Looks like you have 8th Alabama to the 12th Virginia's left, kind of pushing in there as well. On the right side, things are still kind of stagnant. But I mean, if you just look down at the perspective of guys on there, I mean, look at Corded's view here. It's really hard to see anything in front of you. Like, you do have some combat right to the left of where he is. You can see the flag right in front, and that's why he's aiming right there. So there is that. Going back to this side here briefly, it looks like 10th falling back here. Corn Brigade really the only group left holding on that far side. A&V starting to cut into the corn here. So 12th V is really the only left. A&V is about to hit him from behind, though, with MSG as well.
What's good, Union? What's good, Union? What's good, Union?
Got Red up in there as well. And, I mean, they're just kind of rolling this right now without much resistance. Well done on part of them. And Red team killing. What a good representative of the War of Rights community. But they did break through, pushing 2 Corps and other groups out. You do have I Corps starting to push up into 10th US right now.
We're in charge.
And CSA winning that one out. Corn Brigade is really... Oh, it looks like you might have some Union trying to retake that position, but a couple Union troops and Corn Brigade left. Let's see how Corn Brigade does here.
Charge him out! 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 Charge him out!
And they sweep I Corps. A couple remnants from a couple groups being chased down by Sussy Brigade here. Yeah, they completely sweep them. So those groups from it's the 30th Ohio that's over here from Corn Brigade. Looks like 10th US kind of engaging with some 5th NC guys here. So there is that. I mean, the last Union group up in front is the 5th New Hampshire, and they're just flanking around, no flag, and they're heading. No, they're holding there. So, I mean, it'll be fascinating to see what they do, especially with the no Steam chat and the tickets looking more as how I would expect to see them on Miller's Cornfield. This better be like Huncho or Mc. Oh no, it's Shork here. Usually these guys out here are like. McPhail or Huncho, but nope. Got hateful here, but yeah, tickets are looking more and more like a Miller's Cornfield match. Union putting up a good fight, but they are down on tickets and kind of quickly too.
Dude, you need to get that tattoo with having the campfire flame.
So CSA kind of making their way across the field in 2 prongs, a good chunk organizing behind. Union artillery shooting at the spawn, not really hitting anything.
Turn it left, turn it left, turn it left.
I don't know how these Union guys don't see the flag that's walking through the corn. Yeah, 8th Alabama, 12th PA. They just kind of sweep through there. MB starting to respond. I see Metal with the pistol there. Looks like CSA did collapse on this side as well. Sussy Brigade looks like. And it looks like the CSA just go through and completely wipe the Union that held the forward position there. And Union hitting engage. Confederates about to fall down as well. It looks like you got 10th and the 8th Ohio going down left on by themselves. Looks like you got 6 LA moving up through here right now. As they're just starting to take shots. I mean, they can see the corn in front of them. Looks like they're getting a couple kills there. But again, like, look at that view. You just can't see anything. And that's a jump scare. Anyways. So Confederates cap the point. Zoo is just unloading his pistol. And so 6 LA kind of getting beamed back. If we look over on this side, oh my. If we look on this side, looks like the 10th US, 8th Ohio group that was together here kind of gotten beaten out. I mean, that's the thing. These Union groups are kind of going out by themselves. And CSA is just defeating in detail. On the other side, we got the 30th Ohio. And they're all falling back. So CSA playing this well. Using the terrain to their advantage. I mean, Union just going out in pockets and getting defeated in detail. So really well done on the part of the Confederates. I will say, the outro jump scare I just had, I got a... The hotkey I have to switch from certain viewpoints on OBS to the outro, the buttons are right next to each other, and the odds of me fat fingering are very high. So, you got MB in 10th US. I see 6 Wisconsin here as well. PA. Just taking shots. Who are these couple Union guys back here? How are they still alive?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Couple of 30th Ohio guys. I don't know who he's talking to there, but the 5th New Hampshire on the left. You have a couple. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got a couple 30th Ohio guys. So it looks like just some skirmish groups being sent out. Now, I don't necessarily know the rule for communication between your regiment and, like, most regiments are in a Discord call. Some are in a TeamSpeak, then communicate that way. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but... Union starting to take a forward position as, for the most part, a team. You do have a left-wing force, but these Union guys are at the very edge of the cap, some going a little further in. But look, looks like we got the 8th Ohio going out the left side again. A&V kind of running around to this left side, or left side with Sussy behind. Looks like some engagements going on right now.
What's up, bitch? 591, motherfucker. What's good, brother? Yeah, what's good? 591.
Oh, Rebel, all you whip. Dumb son of a bitch.
And once again, I mean, Confederates are just moving in these big blobs, and Union's getting absorbed every time they go in. I mean, you have JD pulling really far forward. 12th VA, I don't know if they don't see him or don't care. Honestly, they shouldn't really care because behind him looks like you have I-Corps about to slam into JD. JD actually charged in. And the Union team forming up a nice little line here. But CSA capping point as they swarm on where 12th VA is. And it looks like they might continue this push. Oh, Union's actually going in. Oh, crap. It's the 30th. Union wants to retake this point. They need to retake it quickly. I love the charging idea. Just a straight slaughter here. You could tell who's winning based on the top of your screen. CSA still having control of the point. And again, you have, I mean, if we, again, we just look at the numbers. Like, again, 4 in favor of Union. Union having 10 artillery compared to, honestly, infantry numbers and kind of balanced actually. So CSA is just straight up dominating this. Obviously, you have some groups respawning. 6LA does good English. Appeared to not really be in that fight, which always has an impact when you're down by a little bit, but it's not too much to where it's always going to be a defeat for Union there. So CSA just playing better. It looks like you got the 5th VA guys on this artillery here. I mean, artillery is, it's a flat map. You just got to set the fuse time right. To my understanding, it's just going to be hard sometimes. Obviously, what's nice for artillery for Union, though, is generally CSA is on point or near point, so they just generally aim the guns there.
Still there.
So, do have a group for CSA holding out here. 2nd Wisconsin holding out there. And looks like just respawns here for the CSA. Union looks like they're starting to get back into position here. Reform back up. And CSA kind of readjusting their defensive position here. It's kind of neat to see all the flags moving on top. I assume what they're doing is coordinated, and it just looks neat to look at all that. I mean, those skirmishers out there getting a couple kills, but they're probably going to die.
Sit tight. We're going to wait for that big fucking group to swing back through here. And once they cross in front of us, we're going to get into their line. We're not going to shoot at them immediately. And then we're going to rip them up once we're in the midst of that group. Just like we did last time.
Well, you heard it here first.
So just sit tight, play patient.
I mean, Confederates will win this game in 6 minutes. There we go. That's the thing. Artillery, a little overshot, but they got a good couple kills there. And I don't know if Union's sending a couple groups forward, but like JD's up there. I think they're on cap. I don't know if the 10th US is on cap. I think they're a little far back for that to be the case. More CSA movement to this right side. Looks like a good chunk of Sussy moving this way. So Union just kind of holding back, not trying to really retake this point. The longer they wait, the harder it's going to be. I mean, you get less time, more tense up. I really wonder what the Union's doing here. I don't know if they're trying to see where the Confederates are at. Frankly, it doesn't really matter because Union's been, outside of the most recent charge, been defeated in detail. And that's the thing. Look, Confederates are very spread out. Union doesn't know this, though. I mean, if you want to see what Union's seeing, they're on the fence, so they're trying to see, but which is kind of cool to see. Looks like they're starting to move over, though. But that's the thing. If Union blobs up and just pushes through here, good things can happen. Oh, what is this? 12th VA is charging into the bulk of the Union team. I don't like that whatsoever. Union is now basically two big blobs. And they just wiped 12th VA because 12th VA just sent themselves to die. And Union has a good shot of retaking this point right now. Next movement, you got the 59th moving in. And both frontline reporters getting killed there. So, look at that. 59th now going in by themselves, dying. So, Union should retake this. Especially you got, I think that's Sussy holding on the far side. I-Corps kind of going in 8th and A&V holding. They're a little hesitant. Looks like they're starting to slam it on the side of the Corn Brigade here. Union is winning, and this is no surprise. Eighth Ohio getting wiped there, but they took the brunt of that. So CSA trickling in from the SAR side, but we got Sussy Brigade rolling up the side. I don't think they're going to win this, but... Oh, they're crossing right in front of you. And they're actually taking the point back. Wow. This is shocking. I mean, where are Union spawns? They're starting to come in. 6LA is getting into the midst. Corded with the flag. Union, yeah, Union retaking that Union spawn. Obviously, a little closer to where that melee is, but right on the other side. It's 2 minutes left on that clock, but Union's going to retake this. Union's going to regain a little bit of tickets here. And CSA now trickling in. Are they going to keep going, or are they going to engage this? Looks like they're going to go in. Points going in CSA's favor. And I think CSA is going to start halting on this approach. These Union guys are not being very smart. Oh, someone just hit there. I don't know which side hit.
Get up, boys. Get up.
Oh my God, Womp it.
Don't get up. Don't get up. Don't get up.
So, some Confederates holding on the edge of point right now. It's 12th VA. Union Rambos really just ran up, and that's just unnecessary out of lines. Mr. Kicks here. I don't know if he's trying to find his guys who are over here, but I mean, these little, those things are going to hurt you as Union. You can't have that. It's all the way over there. Some 5th VA scouts. So... So, Union's going to hold back. They're going to want to avoid the ticket loss. And they're going to want to force CSA to cap the point. Again, and then at that point, they got to try to push CSA in the last stand because they're considered the defenders now. But the thing is CSA's got 33 minutes to knock the Union into breaking. And I don't see any reason why CSA wouldn't win a charge. So, oh, these scouts are gonna die. MJ's gonna kill them all.
MJ's a furry.
Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Run, run, run.
We heard it first here, folks. Reporting live.
You stabbing me, you dumbass.
And yeah, they get pretty wiped pretty quickly. Who is this? Mr. Cheeto, sir. Union's vibing down here. And so CSA is moving through the point right now. It's 12th VA. I really don't like the decision to cap here. You have 32.5 minutes. It looks like the whole CSA team is chasing down two guys. You have 32.5 minutes to hit them to breaking, and you're going to win the charge. You've been winning the charge all game. No need to cap.
Sprint, 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 sprint.
Keep sprinting north. Keep sprinting north. Nice, they're all dead. Keep sprinting north. Keep sprinting north.
Alright, back down to double quick.
Alright. Some guys just kept. That was silly.
It is very silly indeed. It's 12th VA. Holy crap, they're really scattered up here. Looks like some of them winning the charge, some of them holding back. Very scattered out. And I don't know why they would cap there. Because here's the thing. CSA now can't risk a chance of going in the last stand. And so CSA might fall back. They honestly might just hold over here and let Union retake and then go in.
Hey, if
Battle line, y'all.
Hey, if we,
Let me out, let me out, let me out. Alright, Twin Banners on me right here, let's go. Twin Banners on me.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. CSA strategy at this point, now that you've capped the point, is just hold back a little bit. Don't really engage the Union. You don't want to risk going in the last stand. So let the Union retake the point. Looks like rest of CSA starting to make their way over. Some I-Corps guys kind of holding back, maybe respawn from this charge. I mean, you do have some engagements on this side. Second Wisconsin. JD's actually going around the far side. If I were Union, I would try to find CSA. Looks like we have a charge going on here. 12th VA, 8th Alabama. Actually, it's mostly 8th Alabama. That was just the first tag I saw. So, part of Twin Banners here as well. And I mean, you can kind of see, but well, you can't see anymore. But before I cut to the red screen there, they went out of bounds to kind of deal that ticket loss there. So it looks like they're just doing that falling back. And now Union's starting to move up to retake the point. So PA, that looked very synchronous. 10th US, PA, 6th Wisconsin, that looked very cool. They all moved out at the same time. So second Wisconsin guys, you can't see anything in the corn, so they're just like, they don't even see them. So more Union pulling up. Once Union retakes this point, or once they're about to, I guarantee we're going to see CSA charge, especially from over there. The tricky part, though, is CSA is a little spread out, so it might be interesting to see how they will do in a charge. But you got 8th Ohio, 30th Ohio. Union needs to stick together. That's the biggest thing. It doesn't matter where they are, but it looks like they're turning on the side. Maybe trying to flank in, but 8th Alabama, I-Corps.
Take aim down this line, take aim down the line, take aim down the line.
So we'll most likely see Union
Recover.
hold on the point. Yikes. Because once Union retakes the point, they're going to go to right up to a little bit before breaking. And they have to hold that point or else they lose the game. Because once they hit breaking, which is their next morale stage, CSA will win. Looks like 12th VA is now charging in. They're going to get destroyed. Artillery hitting in there as well. Got Mr. Doug here as well. I mean, this will knock both sides down to breaking. So yeah, Union's about to hit breaking, and not surprisingly, here comes CSA pouring through the corn here. They're kind of spread out. I don't know if that's by design, but they're just swarming across the whole field here.
Left side, left side, left side.
Union forcing CSA to breaking, but they themselves are breaking.
Oh, I just spawned, man.
And CSA just winning this outright. I mean, you do have, I don't know if these guys pulled back. The Corn Brigade groups pulled back early, but they're not there. That could have been the difference.
Never mind, I can spread over this way.
But here comes 8th Ohio. They're slamming right in there. And 8th Ohio just outnumbered simply. Here comes more Union. 30th Ohio and the rest of Union respawns kind of pouring in here right now, just trying to keep this point contested. CSA kind of pulling off the point.
Kill as many blue bellies as you can.
Run that shit back, G! Run that shit. Uh-oh. RP got it.
And here comes CSA reinforcements. I see I-Corps 59th up front. Tickets going down at about a similar rate for both sides. It's like 30th Ohio's not moving in. That was a nicely timed artillery shot. Point still in Union's favor. The problem is when the point was capped at a low taking losses, it gave the Union opportunity to move out the point and kind of set up a defensive position before the CSA were really there, right? If it was to the contrary, I think CSA might have been able to set up a more defensive position. I don't know. I mean, I still think CSA is going to win this game. They're up a little bit on tickets. Looks like they're falling back to reform here. It's going to give Union the chance, obviously, to reform, but...
Hey, what's up, Tater? You lifted it?
Hey. Okay,
just
at least there's somebody I know. Are they back there?
Yeah,
Alright.
they're at main spawn.
Second Wisconsin is quick timing up here. Oh, they're going to volley. Hey, they got a good chunk of hits, but you better be hitting those shots. But they hit them. So that's the big thing. Union just got to avoid these out of lines. Mr. Lonely. He's a little lonely out there in the corn. But timer don't really matter much more.
Forming a circle here.
What the fuck you gonna do with a GI Bill, Sergeant?
Yeah, baby.
Why? So it turned out.
I'm representing right now.
You know what you meant by that.
I know what I meant by that.
I know what you meant by that.
12th 3A is up here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing up here. I mean, sure, they're trying to cap the point, but it's got to be a team effort from CSA at this point in order for you to win that. You're not going to win that doing it. If anything, it's just going to make the tickets closer. With the skirmishing and out of line, you're going to eventually take. But, I mean, I don't like this either. JD, I don't know. Again, both sides just need to blob up in one big thing. Whoever blobs up more effectively is going to win. Also, this looks cool. You just got 3 big lines. And the flags show it perfectly. Looks like JD's falling back. I like it. But you can kind of see the CSA. It looks like there are a bunch of ants over there. That's really cool to see. And it looks like they're starting to go up and over on that right side. Union kind of have a 2-line defense here with the 30th in the back. So it's a fascinating defense here. CSA has all the time in the world to prep and plan their assault. The 59th going out on there. Right, they've been kind of doing that the whole game. Looks like you have another group sprinting out on the left side here. Second Wisconsin, they've been kind of out there the whole game. So here we go. First CSA group really starting to move out here. It looks like the A and V and I Corps pushing out this way. And you got the second wave kind of moving out that left side right now. Man, looks like Sussy kind of going through. Second Wisconsin right now, 8th Alabama, 12th VA reforming, and 5th NC looks like they're going up the middle. So looks like our first engagement's going to happen on the left side. JD still kind of in front there as they're hitting twin banners. You kind of see what it's like down here anyways. For the Union side, I mean, they're just looking at corn. Oh, CSA about to hit him. Both sides about to hit their final stage. CSA kind of slamming in on this side as well. Union, 30th Ohio kind of countercharging on that flank as they're winning, but on the other flank, it's not looking too well for Union. Confederates hitting final push first. And the 30th Ohio's kind of flanking around right now, hitting the remnants of this charge. Union hitting last stand. Saw the Union guys that die, they don't come back. More CSA charges moving in here. So CSA should win this. Yeah, they're starting to win there. Last Union waves coming through. I don't think Union can hold for a minute and a half.
Mile to my right, mile to my right, mile to my right. Reform, get buck and ball loaded. Look northwest.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Point blank range. Northwest.
You can kind of see what Red's seeing down right in front of us. I mean, it's just Union countercharging in their side. Really big gamble there on part of the Union. I don't know who charged in there, but CSA holding that. Artillery hitting right in the dead center of the Union line. CSA winning the point. So I think we're going to see a CSA victory here. Looks like they're starting to charge in. And this is the game.
Come on, you bitches! Get ready. Fuck yeah, boys. Fuck yeah, boys.
So really, Union artillery remains, but that is the round. I mean, let's see what CSA. So yeah, very traditional Miller's Cornfield round. Union playing aggressive at the beginning. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's something new, and I like to see that. But I think CSA just played that round pretty dang well, as you could. 12th VA made questionable decisions throughout the round, charging in on their own, capping that point, although taking losses. But regardless, a win is a win. So congrats to CSA. I mean, that's just going to be a hard map for Union to try to win. But I think Union's biggest thing is that they kept getting defeated in detail throughout the round, especially early on. They got a lot better towards the end, and they were winning a lot more at the end. But when you're just down on tickets like that, not even by that much, but when you hit last stand at the time you do, you know, it is what it is. Well done, CSA. Good win. With that being said, we're off to round number 2. All right. Here we are with round number 2 on Colquitt's defense. It's such a beautiful map. Voila, look at this. Alrighty. So, Colquitt's defense, our numbers for our server, they're going up. We're at 330 now. Union's up by 14 guys. Union having 9 artillery. Confederates having 13. So, uh-oh is the right word for the CSA. They're down 18 guys infantry, which is pretty big. So generally, Union strategy is to get up into these woods, kind of get up on the top of the hill. They can really control the whole map here. Point of contention located here. You might think, well, I might want to hold here. Well, the point extends all the way up to this road and along this nice stone wall here, kind of where the 2nd Wisconsin's holding. And that's a really hard position to beat. If Confederates hold up here and Union's holding down there, Confederates win 9 out of 10 times, if not 99 out of 100 times. So basically, Union just got to get around, just got to get a firm position up here, find a way to deal ticket loss to the Confederate team. Confederates, on the contrary, they just look like they're spreading around right now, just trying to see where Union goes. I've seen Union go down the right side more recently, try to go up here and then push the Confederate artillery, which has a beautiful view of the battlefield. So, anyways, looks like there's some fighting in the woods. So let's see who's over here. We got Sussy Brigade kind of holding up on the top left side of the hill. Looks like more Sussy Brigade, more focusedly the 5th NC going right. I saw 1st Texas there. I-Corps, 2nd Wisconsin going to the point. I-Corps, the 59th New York. I see 12th VA, A&V, and the 8th Alabama kind of going down to where the Union is approaching. I see the 30th moving up the hill right now. And so they're going to get in action pretty quickly. CSA letting the Union into the woods, and this is great for Union because it's going to be very hard for CSA to push them out of the woods.
Alright everyone, this is phase line 2 if you needed to know. This is phase line 2.
You know what? I think I
Look
will.
at us, we're phase line 2, motherfuckers.
You know what? I will.
They're phase line 2. So JD is moving up here as well. Quickly looking over on the other side of the map, Union starting to cross around this side, threatening the flank of the CSA. You do have the 6th Louisiana going around this side with the PA to their right. Kind of further back is Iron Brigade and the 5th New Hampshire. Oh my goodness, they're charging here. 12th VA getting charged out by the 30th. Also, 12th losing there. JD is charging out I-Corps, and it looks like JD is losing up on this front. But Union's making substantial gains in ground here, especially with the Confederates being spread out as they are. I mean, 6LA kind of going to the middle of the open field, just trying to get around the flank side, maybe hold up in these rocks. Who knows? We will know soon enough. Well, it looks like Union's kind of reforming after that charge attempt. You got a good chunk of groups up here. You can see what Red is seeing up there right now. Isn't it a beautiful rock? So there is that. Kind of going back to the left side. I mean, this is the dynamic of Big Battlefield. This is like one of the better maps for the higher pop servers in my opinion, and it's very cool. Actually charging happening right now. 2nd Wisconsin being charged by 6LA right now.
Break right.
Down the fan.
Right. Hey, we got fucking...
Jordan Sergeant.
Hey, Baylor.
And so 6LA kind of taking some more ground. CSA falling back. They don't have a flag there, so
Hey, Brenny's getting charged on the right, guys. Brenny's just got charged out.
Union has just bullied the Confederacy this round. Confederates a little spread out, and Union just taking advantage.
There's a lot
Can I get a hail save?
We're smart, boys.
Union. Oh crap. MB, IB, charging up against the twin banner guys here.
Go, 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 sprint!
Run away, run away, run away, run away, CSA, run away, CSA, run away.
And I mean, even if Union doesn't win this is a good charge for Union. A lot of these Confederate guys are dying and skirmishing it out of line, and I mean, Union needs to get those tickets down. It can be hard sometimes. Anyways, a little bit more of a significant charge. Oh, Red died, but 8th Ohio looks like they're here. JD as well. And it looks like they're taking the rock. Union capped the point, intentional or not, I don't know, but Union is up on tickets by a lot. I-Corps getting pushed now as they approach in. Looks like in the center you have the 5th North Carolina and the 8th Alabama. I-Corps kind of fizzling out that charge as engagements start to get a little more intense here. 5th VA, 12th VA above.
Shoot these cowardice dogs!
Die, you fucking heretic scumbag!
I don't know who capped point. It's, I mean, it could have been PA here. 5th New Hampshire's charging out the rocks there. I don't know, it could have been PA. I know they're known for kind of, especially Ninja. I know he likes to walk around and rest in peace. Kind of cap with a couple guys. I've seen them do that. 30th falling back. I mean, they're just under a lot of fire there. But again, Union bullying, taking all the ground they want.
Very nice, very nice. Spit on that thing. Oh wait, no. You son of a bitch, give me that. Ha!
Independence fire.
In the meantime, CSA is kind of repositioning. CSA's got to retake this point. And it looks like they're going to do that. I mean, the thing, right? As a defender, you want to have that clock keep ticking down. That black timer, not the gold one, the black one.
Can't help it, I'm just so good looking.
And so CSA has to retake the point. They're going to regain some tickets, which will be great, but they'll keep that black timer going. 12th VA is kind of going down the center side here. Looks like they're maybe trying to get on the side of PA, and PA is going to turn to them. I like the decision from PA. Granted, they're not going to win this regardless. They're just outnumbered.
Shut up, Yankees. You freaking retards.
And yeah, 12th VA is going to win that pretty quickly. 5th New Hampshire's getting wiped. I mean, is Union going to charge up this side? They are going up the middle here. D's is with JD.
Fall back to the rock, back to the rock.
So, hey, the thing is, right, PA, better to sit, or it's better to charge and die than to sit and get pincered from two sides there. They chose the side and they went with it, and I liked it. So we'll see. 12th VA running back to the open, back into the field. Getting a couple hits on them. But CSA's retaken the field and gone up a couple tickets too. Union actually looks like they might have pushed up again on this right side. You got the 6th LA formed up here right now. Engaging up, it looks like 12th VA who's holding up some rocks. And CSA's kind of fallen back on their extreme right. Got the 8th Alabama hold up here. Mr. Doug with the 5th NC running in a bunch of directions. We got twin banners up on this left side, the 2nd Wisconsin here. Overshot.
That next arty round is going to kill us.
No, we're fine. Their artillery is shit. Don't worry, lads. Union artillery can't hit shit. Remember that.
So Union's formed a big line, sitting and shooting. I mean, the pace that Union's at, especially for Colquitt's defense, I think they've done very well this first 10 minutes. Obviously, we'll see what happens with time, but looks like Union is attempting to kind of go back up this left side again. I don't know if CSA artillery is focusing on them or not, but looks like part of Twin Banners going up. Iron Brigade's the one to push up here on part of Union.
Shoot into him. Shoot into him.
So looks like they're just taking some pop shots running back. CSA maybe getting behind where they're at. A and V. I like it. At least that's... Oh. Knocked down a couple, didn't kill any. Maybe he killed that guy there, I don't know. Iron Brigades just look lost right now. Artillery hitting there. Knocking down a good chunk. Looks like they killed one. Second Wisconsin charging them out. Oh my goodness, Union's spearheading here. Nah, I don't know what happened to the CSA that we're holding there. Yeah, it looks like 12th VA got beaten back there by just an overwhelming force. And 6LA holding up with the rocks now. 5th NC, I don't know why they're charging in here. CSA had engaged. Similar to last round, though, Union is just defeating the Confederate team in detail right now.
About face immediately.
About face, brings it back, y'all.
This is just a chaotic mess. 6LA charging down. What is this? ANV doesn't notice.
Keep them shooting, boys. Keep them shooting. Get those boys. They're running.
How are these two Union guys just like destroying? And you still got Piccolo over here.
It's a
There they go.
Rambo.
So Union going down to engaged.
Allah Akbar.
Break that reload.
Got the 30th Ohio's now pushing up. Ignoring that group to the right. They're going right in there.
Die, rebel. Come on, bitch.
I've been stabbed.
And that charge took a good amount of CSA out. It was never meant to win. I don't know. Or at least take ground might be a better word. But it's a little... I mean, the Union right is now very weakened by that move. Granted, CSA doesn't have much of a powerhouse here. It looks like they're trying to countercharge, though.
Don't overextend. Don't overextend. Come on.
But it looks like they're not pushing in. So 12th VA holding up top here, the 59th behind them. See what Red's seeing here. Just a bunch of rocks and trees.
Corporal Taco 1999, you've been conscripted to the 59th. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. God damn it.
Gotta love Red.
Tundra, are you alive?
So, zooming out here, CSA still kind of reforming. I mean, this is just... I'm shocked that the Union got into that woods so easily. I haven't seen that in a while. Here goes Iron Brigade again. Looks like they're just trying to find an opening to go for their artillery. And I mean, they got a good chunk of more guys following behind. I see MB here as well. 5th New Hampshire. So they finally found an opening. 2nd Wisconsin turning up the hillside to push them. But unlike the previous time, Iron Brigade's actually going to get through here.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Yeah, you don't have any ammo.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Why would you reload? Why would you reload?
Union is on point. I don't know how intentional this is. I mean, when you're up by this many tickets, maybe they don't like the pace they're going at, but somebody's capping. I want to see who. It's the PA guys here. They're capping, so. They cap the point there. I mean, CSA, they're not going to regain a whole lot of tickets. Oh, no. The flag. No. No way he's getting this out. There's one stab. Yeah. So Iron Brigade just lost their flag. They won't have it for another 5 minutes. So Union actually gunning it towards the center now, trying to retake these rocks. I mean, they will. I mean, they're just running through everybody.
Keep that flag down. Keep that flag down.
Keep shooting that flag, boys. Come on.
We're about to have some free shots on point.
So CSA kind of going to the point right now. It's 2nd Wisconsin. I see 5th North Carolina here. I don't know what Doug's doing, but he's dugging. See, 2nd Wisconsin guys, I don't know why they're going all the way out here if they're attempting to... Yeah, I mean, you can retake the point right there perfectly fine, so... I don't know what they're thinking that I'm not seeing, but regardless.
Hang in there, Bill. Hang in there, back. Southeast. Oh.
Stay tight.
I saw a bunch of them moving forward. I need more people on the left over here.
So CSA is retaking this point. 2nd Wisconsin, mostly I think maybe these I-Corps guys here are doing it as well. One Union guy that wants to stop this.
Watch out. Hurts.
And that's unfortunate. He killed that guy right before they retook, so that kill didn't even matter because they just regained that tickets 2 seconds later. So anyways, 15 minutes of the round. And Union pace is good.
It was a group of 5 that I saw across. Down the road, they came from the White House. I saw them. Get out of here. They were from one of the other companies.
So
Where you gotta go?
I don't know if the 30th Ohio guys was questioning them capping. I mean, when you're up, Union was up by a 4th to half morale, maybe a 1/3 of a morale stage, something like that.
Southeast.
Good shots from Iron Brigade there. But again, Iron Brigade, it's not going to have a flag for another minute or so. I don't think it's back in yet. So at least it's not in with this yet, so.
Forward and 1230. Forward and 1230.
Take those shots, Cowboys!
Forward and 1230.
Maybe it's kind of nice to play with the main line every once in a while.
And I mean, CSA is playing this well. CSA just needs to kill the time and not lose tickets. You have two 5th New Hampshire guys that were capping point, but it looks like one of them died, so it stopped it.
Hey, Corn Brigade, watch your fire. Friendly. Yes, friendly. Your mouse.
Defend the fire again.
Shift the line! Shift the line! New line! New line! New line!
You do have some CSA who pushed up. A and V kind of going around this right side, using these rock formations here as cover. Then we see Union's capping again. So 5th New Hampshire is capping the point. Maybe they think the pace is too soon. I mean, Union's now down on tickets, so it's not a bad idea, but it's more the cap before that's a little like, is it necessary? But Union captured the point. ANV actually is charged out on this side on JD. I don't really like the move from ANV. I don't know why the flag's running up. So this will be interesting. This is probably the best position Union has in terms of trying to defend the point. I mean, they got CSA on lock on this side. They got the point contested well here. They got a group over here. I mean, they can contest this point pretty well or defend it. So it'll be interesting to see how CSA wants to try to retake this.
Hold fire.
Open fire! I
10 minutes left. That point's being decapped right now. So it looks like some I-Corps guys have pushed up. The 5th New Hampshire guys holding their best spot to recover. And Confederate taking losses. Again, Confederate tickets don't matter. Biggest thing is Union. Union's up. What is this? PA is charging here. It's kind of hard to tell if there was a charge there or not, but... Union had taken losses.
They're dead!
On the rocks, get your reloads started. On the rocks, get your reloads.
because the looks like more Union moving. 5th New Hampshire just going right back out there, trying to keep this point contested. I mean, the more Union can bring these tickets down, especially when they're now even, it's good for them. So some Confederates starting to come down the hill right now. I see 5th NC. I see some I-Corps tags. I got 2 flags there. And 8th Ohio pulling a little back into that it's a little bit of a defilade. Trying to use some cover here. CSA, oof. Looks like they're starting to make moves around the far side. 8th Alabama going this way.
Find any skibbity the cover you can.
I thought Tron died again.
And it looks like they're starting to engage JD. I mean, the thing is, any rebel group that tries to go out here and decap the point, it's going to be hard for them. I mean, Union's positioned up here. They got nice angle on you. I mean, if you kind of just look at the view they got, it's not the greatest, so. CSA are charging more on this side. The 59th, 12th, VA in here. A&V as well. So, I mean, we might see a chance here of CSA gaining some ground here. You got 6 LA next to engage these guys as they're pushing in. And Corded now team killed someone. Lovely. I don't know if you could hear him in the in-game audio, but he's like, oh! Anyways, 8th Alabama going around the really far side. They're just trying to get on these rocks as cover. Points going in CSA's favor right now. A good chunk of guys from Twin Banners here. Just simply outnumbering. Union charging up on this side, though. Artillery, I think that was Union Artillery. Yep, it was Union Artillery hitting into their own line there. And, I mean, just simple superiority in numbers from 30th and 8th and 10th are going to do that. Despite getting team killed by Arnold. I mean, look at the ticket difference here. Like, it's absurd, but CSA is going to regain a bunch of these tickets in about 10 or so seconds. But if I were these guys, I would sweep down. Maybe not. I don't know. They're in a good spot. Any option works. Honestly, they could just honestly shoot these guys down. CSA retake, but I mean, Union might try to retake. CSA is a little scattered, but they've kind of taken a good chunk of this woods. You really only have this last Union group here remaining. And it's A&V's going in first. They're just outnumbered. More CSA kind of pouring in. Some 12th VA trickling in. Very much a trickle in from these 12th VA guys, and hey, they're just outnumbered. 8th Alabama trying to go. I mean, the thing is, CSA in the woods, they're kind of, each regiment's doing their own thing, and that's not going to work when you got that big of a blob there. I mean, who's holding back here? A good chunk of 12th VA guys. Looks like A&V's respawning. 59th here as well.
They're starting to send guys to our east.
So, does 8th Alabama have a flag?
We're about to get raped. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah.
Oh my god. We're getting flanked. We're getting northwest.
Oh, 8th Alabama's completely cornered. I don't think 8th Ohio sees them, but oh, I think they see him. And now they're just completely scattered. I mean, this is going to be a great skirmishing out of line death. It's going to be great for Union. 8th Alabama. Oh no, that's a shame. They got to keep going. You can't stop.
Turn it the fuck around! Turn it the fuck around! Come here, boy! Kill that yank! Oh! Alright, go! Pull it back! Pull it the fuck!
So, I mean, Union's probably just going to shoot out the Confederates. Or probably going to pre-cap, wait till they hit breaking. And then we'll see how well CSA can contest this. Because, right, the CSA is very much spread out right now. I'm sure they have the big Bob there. But if we're focusing just on this side, they're very spread out. And it might be difficult for them to try to push through the Union to get on the point.
Oh my god, someone hit him! What the fuck? That was Bojangles shooting right there. Or Mocha shooting.
So we'll see when CSA wants to try to make a move here. I mean, at this point, it's just delaying the inevitable. It really is. It's funny. The frontline report I've used, I got them a little more blown up on my on one of my screens, and I'm reading the text chat on the top right now. I don't know if you can. Oh, I don't know. Wait, it's this one. Gamer there was saying, "Are you all excited for the War of Rights rock update?" Which is pretty funny. But, anyways, 30th Ohio charging in here. This might knock CSA into breaking. 8th Ohio here as Corn Brigade's moving in as one. And CSA should hit breaking any second now. Union needs to start pre-capping this point. I mean, this was really the only unified force of CSA and Corn Brigade. Just kind of beat them out of this spot. 59th and ANV is here as well, but... I mean, I don't know. It looks like Red's just falling back here with his guys. I don't know if they were still in it, but... Looks like CSA is just trying to reform. Union not capping the point. They're not pre-capping yet. 5th New Hampshire's charging up in these I-Corps guys. Looks like they're starting. CSA hit breaking. CSA starting to move down. 12th VA. Got Twin Banners moving up top. 12th VA going in. Just kind of getting hit hard here by this Union group that's holding up on these rocks. You got Sussy kind of rushing down the side of the hill. They want to go onto these rocks here and then move down onto point. Union's taking it, though. Union sprinting out of the backside of the woods. CSA ignoring the Union group, just kind of mad dashing to the point right now. And it looks like they're taking it back. I mean, CSA is going to be able to hold up on this really nice line here. I mean, you can see it from Red's view here. Like, that's just a real nice spot if he... So he's going to get a kill or two, but... The Union... Oh, no. What is the Union team doing? I mean, they are capping point. They do have more guys... Wait, I forgot. Do they still... Okay, briefly looking. They have way more guys on infantry than CSA. So, frankly, this strategy of holding at the bottom of the hill could work just simply by the fact that they have way more guys on their team. If it's based on true numbers, I don't know if it's true numbers or it's a percentage based. Could be a percentage based, but oh boy, Union's gonna get slaughtered. Corn Brigade charging up the hill, and they're just gonna get wiped here. I mean, yeah, I mean they're just getting shot up right now. CSA still down a lot of tickets, but it's just a mess of guys in here. You can see just from Red's view, like, look how angled that is. It's an absurd perspective. Union were playing this so well, and they let the CSA have that position. I don't know who's pushing down here. Second Wisconsin, maybe they're going for a flag. I don't get them pushing out here, but that's besides the point. The thing is, though, despite the CSA getting this nice position, Union does still have kind of a firm ground here on these rocks here, which you can see our frontline reporter is on, Mr. Corded. 6LA, I see JD here as well, 5th VA. So it's a good spot they have here. On top of that, they're up a third of a morale stage 2 with 20 minutes left on that clock, so Union's got plenty of time to do stuff. The thing they can't do is group up here and charge up here. This is the one thing they can't do.
Oh yeah, there are
But I mean,
hundreds of dead bodies.
Hit him.
Probably.
12th VA move. 12th VA move out. Let's go.
Alright, 12th VA, we're moving out. Let's
see what CSA does. Looks like they're starting to send some up this right side. It's A and V, 12th VA. Some sussy Union falling back, not thinking they can hold that.
Send it. Go, 6LA, go.
Where are the big rocks?
So Union's going to spend some time falling back, reforming here. Again, they got plenty of time. Like, how that corn in the distance just renders in when I zoom in. It makes sense why it does. It's just kind of funny. So, oh crap, CSA's pursuing. It looks like they want to sweep them out of the woods.
Southeast. Go, go, go.
Parts of Sussy, A and V, and 12th VA.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And, I mean, might as well. If Union's going to retreat, and because you came at them, might as well just push them out of the woods.
It's not safe. That's rebel propaganda.
Just keep moving.
That's rebel propaganda. Keep running. Keep running.
Moving.
That's rebel propaganda.
Hold there, hold there,
Got the
hold
flag,
there,
got the
hold
flag,
there,
get
hold
the
there,
flag,
hold
get the flag down, get the flag down. This motherfucker.
A risky move on part of CSA. Those tickets are getting a little closer, maybe. Because the thing is CSA's got to avoid skirmishing it out of line, and you're going to take that when you're in this spot.
Hey, where you pussies going? Get up here and fight.
But CSA is starting to hold that line. Looks like they're very spread out. CSA is just trying to guard the whole field, similar to what they were doing at the beginning. Where is the Union team? Union's going down this left side for the most part. And that's the thing now, is these guys all the way up here, which mostly, it's still a mix of groups here. But the thing is, though, is because they're just outnumbered. So if the Union team just pushes through here, they can wipe out.
Oh, good lord.
Keep it moving, boys.
So CSA got to fall back now.
Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Run, 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 run.
Go, break that load, break that load.
Run, run, run.
It's pretty dang close to.
Keep running, don't stop. Just keep running.
I don't know. They retreated at a good time.
Bell, 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 bell.
Go, go, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
So it looks like they're going to continue going up the hill.
I'm the last step back. Keep
Go to the star, everyone, we're heading to star. Press T, we're going to star.
press seat.
So Union team going to continue to pursue in the woods. Maybe not.
Lightweight, boys. Lightweight. Hold fire. Hold fire. Prepare to move.
It'd be ironic if an artillery round went over here right now.
So you do have some Union guys. I don't know. I don't know if they're capping, but definitely not. You do have Union. There's probably Iron Brigade, or no, it's PA. Iron Brigade's probably back up there. But PA looks like they're going in. It's getting close. Oh my goodness, a little bigger charge happening on the far side here. I don't know why 12th VA is. Maybe they were holding here and Union charged them out, but again, both sides need to be big blobs. You can't have individual units on your own. Like, it's a little risky with PA there. It's even more risky as the defenders being off on your own like this. So, CSA almost on the last stand.
It's not a full.
Again, tickets are going to be big for both sides, and because if Union hits final push, it's a long trek from them to get from main to any position where they can fight. And CSA can get a good position, so tickets are big. Union's ahead right now, so.
Let's go.
So CSA will at last stand. Oh, it's going to be tricky for CSA. They gotta hit Union in the final push somewhere fast and quick. I don't know where that is, but it's going to be very tricky because again, once Confederates hit last stand, Union's going to have a little bit of time to shoot them down before going in. They might charge in.
Yes, sir. Tom, I hear you.
The Corn Brigade pushing up.
Hey, we're pulling up the start. Let's go.
And they're charging in. They want to push from the last stand. When CSA hits last stand will be big.
Counter charge, go.
And there's LaBelle. I could hear the music. At least I think it's a CSA hit its last stand as Union slams into these. So all the CSA guys, once they die, they don't come back. Union needs to be wary though. They're gonna hit final push any second now. And you got more charging kind of on this left side. 6LA is. Honestly, it's Union's in a real good spot.
Thanks, Archer.
Because the thing is, right, the big thing is Union has good positioning in the woods and they can flank around the side, so it really kind of neutralizes the position that the Confederates can have on point.
Oh no, we're losing men left and right.
You got Red here. Oh no, Red. Oh no, Red. He's going to the point. He's somehow still alive. How is he still alive? He's just running the point. The whole Union team behind him missing their shots. Or they're not really shooting at him, but he's not dying. Heck of a thing. Suppressed as heck he is, but Union hits final push. They got 4 minutes to kind of try to cap and win this game. So Union's really got one organized push at this, because after that, I mean, it's just a long trek. It's going to be hard for them. So, but they get 4 minutes. The biggest thing is Union just needs more bodies on point when that clock hits 0. And they have infinite tickets going on to this side. Looks like PA is charging here with MB. Looks like Union Artillery is here as well. And it's looking like Union's forming up in one blob. They definitely have the numbers. Obviously, that just makes sense, but here they go.
Kill them, Confederate traitors! They're all on the road. They're all on the road.
For Camel Red Royals! Woo!
For Marble Reds! I'll kill you for Newport!
And Union just overwhelming the top of point here. You do have a couple Confederates up top here. At 2nd Wisconsin and a mix of other groups. You do have some Confederates pursuing, but this round is over. I mean, this was just a real efficient round on part of the Union. The Union just bullied the Confederates wherever they wanted to go. Union took the ground. They bullied the Confederates around. The Confederates got defeated in detail.
See, now that's not cool. That is not cool. If you shoot me, hey, don't you stab me. Don't do it. Wow, you really gonna...
Anyways, artillery for CSA is having a little fun, but doesn't matter. But yeah, no. What a win from Union on round 2. Well, yeah, I mean, Union just did exactly what they wanted. They definitely played They were much more blobbed up, I would say. This time, obviously, it's easier to blob up when they're attackers because there's only a. I mean, you make a plan to attack, and you generally, if it's working well, which it was for the Union, you don't go off of that too much. So, whereas defenders, it can just be kind of all over the place. But yeah, real good 2 fights tonight. Was enjoyable. I like how that artillery shot hit the middle of the point when there was no one there. But yeah, real good 2 rounds tonight. Good fighting. Always fun to see this. I love Colquitt's defense on the bigger pop servers. It's a real good map for it. But good 1-1 tonight, and we're gonna do a post-game interview shortly with the leaders of the matches, and we will see you there very soon. Huzzah! All right, we ended up not having a post-game interview, but that's perfectly fine. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. If you want to support the channel, we have our Patreon in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of all the events we do with no commentary and UI. But besides that, I appreciate you all watching. Discord merch in the description as well. It means the world to have you all here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. See you in the next one. Goodbye.